Hi, everyone, and hello to Diane. How are you doing, Diane?
Good, thank you. Cold here where we are, not too cold, and you look all summery as always in Bali.
Yes, yes, Bali is always warm and Spain is having winter. Sorry about that.
Not too bad, not too bad.
Okay, so let's start with the prayer and the guides will come through. Great Spirit, we ask for your protection as we join with the world of spirit. We ask that you would help us to open our minds, to open our hearts, and to open our lives to the information that we get today. And we ask that you would bless what we are doing here. Amen. So we greet you once again, beloved friends, and we bring with us so many from the spirit world with the bridge of love that you present that allows us access to your lives. And the topic that has been suggested today is the topic of being in this world, but not of this world. And of course, that refers to your world, not ours. So we greet the Lady Diane. And we would say to you that as we work with this topic, it brings you to the point where many of you are feeling a sense of longing to go back to the energetic state, that transition that you may call death, because there is this sense that you don't fit within your earthly plane. And that is happening more and more because the energetic shifts that are taking place are certainly reminding you that what is happening is quite different. It isn't the same as you are accustomed to. It is certainly very different, and you are finding yourself drawn to this other energetic state. It means that it is becoming perhaps more difficult for you to hold on to the anchor that holds you in the earthly world, because you are now becoming multidimensional as these energetic states rise within you as you absorb more and more. You are becoming very much more aware of the other world, as you may call it, the world of spirit. And so it is presented to you now in a different way, and you may well feel a longing. So, Lady Diane, you drew two cards that the ancestors brought to you. Would you speak of them?
Yes. The one card I pulled up was the High Priestess, and well, just looking at her alone, it's like you can feel she's in this world, but not of it. You can see with the globe on her head that connection through the crown chakra to the spirit world. And she's ready to give advice as the psychic, as the intuitive, as to I just feel she's ready, like we do, to give people advice as to perhaps in the scroll there's some details about their life purpose and why they chose to be here, for the many learning experiences during this time. As I've been lately, so, apart from me feeling restless and being in a lovely, peaceful place with kind people, I still have that yearning to be in a place where I feel like I belong. And more customers are calling, feeling the same, and they
Yes,
don't understand why. So I feel she would be sort of at the ready with some advice to give us as to why we're feeling this way. And thank you, Cynthia and Theresa, for putting that so perfectly, um, about the shifts. So
yes.
that in itself is a beautiful explanation. And the High Priestess says it all as well.
Yes,
know?
very much so. You may have noticed in your world that those who give spiritual advice or lean towards the spiritual greater understanding and knowledge in order to bring that as lessons, they are helping with this energetic shift within your world. All within your world need to shift their energy up now. They simply cannot survive in your world without this sense that there is this energetic shift. It tears the world apart. So certainly the High Priestess represents those who are of spiritual teaching nature. Yes. Let us look at the other card that you drew.
My messages from the ancestors I selected. In order to stop feeling so chained down and maybe trying to overthink why we're feeling this way, perhaps allow ourselves to set our spirit free, and taking the advice of Theresa and Cynthia, that we are just part of a big shift going on and we're part of the ascension. We are that spiritual being, as the card says, in human costuming. And in not trying to analyze too much, we will allow our spirits to soar.
Yes.
Often not, our spiritual essence feels weighed down by all the worldly commitments.
Yes.
Card. So if we can see it as we've come here for these lessons and we've chosen a particularly challenging time, it will make things that much easier, perhaps that much clearer, as you so beautifully put, Theresa and Cynthia.
Yes. Indeed, it is a time of great energetic shifts, and all of this sense that you are part of the world, but whilst you are in it, you are not one with it anymore. That is all a sense that you are understanding these energetic shifts, which are beautiful but powerful. Yes. So we thank the Lady Diane and her ancestor spirits for joining in this communication, and we leave you all with our great and unconditional love for you.
Thank you.